Begin afresh every morning. Devotional thoughts for women.
Good morning, my beloved friends. Today, December 30, 2023, our devotional is entitled The Fear of God or The Fear of Judgment. The scripture reading is taken from Revelation chapter 18, verse 10. Standing at a distance for fear of her torments, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour your judgment has come. Babylon was in ruins when John wrote Revelation. Its name is used to represent a corrupt system. Its power was such that it sought to control the entire human race. Eventually, it exhausted divine patience. See Daniel chapter 4, verse 17. And it was delivered by God to the powers of Persia, which led it to decadence and finally to its total defeat. Babylon was one of the wonders of the ancient world, but it grew in power, in pride, and in oppressing cruelty. It endangered the plan God had for his people. By divine decree, Daniel chapter 5 verses 26 to 28, it lost its splendor and importance until it finally ceased to exist by the end of the 1st century AD. Since then, Satan has tried to rule the world through other empires, but he has been interrupted by divine intervention. When the end of the world draws close, Satan will be allowed to form an apostate political, economical, religious alliance for a short time, a blasphemous mixture which will persecute and kill the children of God. This malign union will be known as spiritual Babylon. The fall of the Babylonian Empire represents the end that is awaiting this new alliance. Yet, there are those who are faithful within these religious organizations, those who have noble ideals and love God according to the knowledge they have received. But we know that God will make a final call before the end of the time of grace. He will gather his people and announce the fall of the apostate, blasphemous Babylon. Come out of her, my people, lest you share in her sins and lest you receive of her plagues. Revelation chapter 18 verse 4. Those who did not fear God will fear the punishment of spiritual Babylon. The expression standing at a distance indicates that they are involved in the same sins and that they will receive the same divine punishment. The lament, alas, alas, come from those who supported and exalted the sovereignty of a religious system that was corrupted by personal interests in order to maintain dominance. The cry will come too late. When the voice of God turns the captivity of his people, there is a terrible awakening of those who have lost all in the great conflict of life. While probation continued, they were blinded by Satan's deceptions, and they justified their course of sin. But their lamentations are silenced by the fear that they themselves are to perish with their idols. Today, you still have time to decide between the fear of God and the fear of his coming judgment.